Hey, what's going on? It's the Ralphie Show. We are actually on the tour bus right now, Tegan and Sara's tour bus to be exact, and we're hanging out with Tegan and Sara. Their album Heartthrob is in stores now. Ladies, thank you for the time, first of all. Thank you for welcoming me onto your very clean and very modern-looking tour bus. This is cool. This is nice.
Thank you very much. We always say this is sort of our one big extravagant expense when we're on tour. We like to have a nice, clean, new tour bus to live in. After 14 years, it's sort of like this is how we keep our sanity and our inspiration to still tour. Be comfortable.
Of course, the album came out at the beginning of this year, and we'll talk about the single Closer in a second. But before we get to all of that, happy belated birthday, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What did you do to celebrate?
We were in Orlando, Florida for our birthday, and it was arranged that we had a meet and greet. And when we went into the room to have the meet and greet, it was all of the band and crew and a bunch of friends and family, and they had basically rented a monkey, and we got to hang out with the monkey and take pictures with it and all of this stuff, and it was totally a big surprise, and it was so fun. And then we played a show, but I mean the monkey really was the highlight. All the guys from Fun came in and took their pictures as well, and we were basically all just getting to hang out with the monkey.
It was from a really awesome, I'm blanking on the name right now, but an awesome like zoo that has sort of like this program. I mean, it's really cool. It's supposed to be, I think it's like one of those things where you bring it into a classroom and teach kids about like, being nice to animals and like, like that sort of thing. But they have these sort of experiences that you can pay for. So it was from an actual zoo, but it's not like a trained monkey. It wasn't like doing tricks or anything like that. It was, it lives in an actual enclosure with other monkeys, its brothers and sisters and stuff like that. So, but she was really sweet. They were telling us that she's actually on the low end of the hierarchy in her enclosed area because she's quite small and she's female and she's young. So she, I think, was really happy. They said that she was really happy, but she seemed happy to be getting showered with attention and love, and there was no other monkeys to compete for food. I mean, I feel guilty admitting it. We didn't really talk that much about it or post photos because every time a celebrity posts a photo with a monkey, I feel like they get criticized, and I just want to clarify that we do not think that these monkeys should be pets or that they should be trained to do tricks or anything like that, but we've met koalas and held them, and now a monkey, and I think it's neat. It really reminds you that these are beautiful, real creatures who deserve as much love as we, well, I guess we don't always give humans that much love, but like, to be respected and loved and taken care of. So it was a good experience.
That was a nice clarification, especially because if you don't know, Tegan and Sara are from Canada, a different part of Canada than Justin Bieber, but people that know that and we're connecting those dots will think, wait, is this like a Canadian thing now with the monkey? But it's something completely different. You guys do love animals, and you didn't abandon the monkey.
No, we didn't. And like with Justin, I mean, who knows what the real story is there. It sounded like they just didn't have the right paperwork, and he ended up going to a zoo, which is really good. In the end, it sounds like the best thing happened for the monkey. But, I will say that an hour with the monkey, like anything, it's like these are living things, and they need constant attention and love and care, and they need to be around other monkeys. So I don't think anyone should have them as pets. This was actually like a real sanctioned, licensed, proper, insured experience. So, but it was really neat. It's really good. We are big, not just because we're Canadians, but we were raised to treat everything with a lot of respect. So, but we eat meat, so we can't criticize people who, I mean, I guess I hate, this is a very Canadian moment. I'm like having like a total like meltdown, but I'm like, well, I'm just, no, but I just like want to like, I'm wearing leather pants. I mean, what do I say? We're sitting in a vehicle that like is a gas guzzling. Like, I mean, our footprint is really big here. Okay. Yeah.
You're keeping it 100. Let's talk a little music. That was interesting though. Your fans just learned so much. I'm sure like even your hardcore fans didn't even know probably as much as they should. All right. So, when you guys first released this album, it seemed like this was intended, but I mean, obviously we're just wrapping up this tour with Fun now, performing on the Today Show, having a song on pop radio that's very popular. Is this pretty much how you intended the album rollout of Heartthrob to go? Like, you guys made a conscious effort, correct me if I'm wrong, to be on radio with this, right?
I mean, we wanted to make a record that wouldn't immediately eliminate us from getting radio, which I think is a little bit different. We didn't talk a lot about radio in the studio or when we were writing songs. But we did talk sort of broadly about, okay, when we do finish this record, the opportunity to sort of expand the project's base. I mean, we have a wonderful back catalog of albums that are very popular. We've always toured very successfully. We have a great career, but there were certain things that we just never achieved. There were certain television things that we had never done, headlining festivals. Like, we'd always sort of been a middle-sized band. And we started talking about, like, what would be the thing that we could change about our music and our career that would allow us to get to that next level. And a big part of that is radio.
The fact that your tour mates Fun were able to do it, and Gautier and so many other different acts. I mean, now Lord, you know, is obviously big with us too. Did that kind of help put this idea in your head also, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Sarah said, when we were writing and recording, it wasn't necessarily such a big topic, but certainly afterwards we knew we had a great record, and Sarah and I were really proud of the songs. And I think that we had, maybe it's our age, but we finally gotten to a point where we were like, why are we limiting ourselves? Let's take this record as far as we possibly can and reach as many people as we can. And we absolutely saw so many awesome bands like Fun and Gautier reaching a much larger audience, and they're both very intelligent, awesome, articulate pop rock bands, and it just seemed like the right time to try to do that.
Single came out over a year ago, and now you're really starting to see, I would imagine, certainly on the charts, maybe with sales, but even performing too, like the effect that's had?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, for sure. Even just over the last 3 months on tour with Fun, you know, we've just seen the recognition of our band and the size of our band grow. But, you know, it's not quite like I think what people imagine, and I guess we'll see in the coming months if it really does change our band in a huge way. But right now it just seems to be a steady increase in terms of sales and radio play. But the most important part for Sarah and I, of course, is an increase in fans. And you know, every show that we've done on our own in the last 3 months, it's crazy. Like, people, there's so many new people, but they're all the kind of people that always listen to Tegan and Sara. It's just helping us reach those people.
Wrapping up with Tegan and Sara here on the Ralphie Show. What has the radio promo been like for you guys, especially coming from where you came from in Canada to now, like, touring across the country, and you have all these different me's, basically, like all these other, like, and they're asking the same questions, and a lot of them, they probably think you're a new act, even though you've been around for 15 years, right? About what has it been like?
I'll be honest with you, we really like it. I feel like for so many years, you know, we were in the same world, I guess, you know, talking to the same journalists, the same publications, doing, you know, certain alternative radio stations, those types of, you know, like, I guess the grind, you know, the same publicity grind over and over and over again. And in a weird way, this has allowed us to, you know, reapproach doing press and talking to people. And, you know, so many people do need to sort of be quickly schooled on what we've done in the past, and we're happy to do it. You know, we feel, like Tegan just said, we're really proud of our past, and in a weird way, to be, you know, women in our 30s who've got this long history, but good genetics, I think we can pass as a little bit younger. You know, we are enjoying the opportunity. It's sort of almost like a new start for us. You know, we get to sort of, I don't know, it just feels really positive. I like talking to, as you put it, all the yous, you know, out there. I love the DJ.
Thanks.
It's great. It's really cool.